So today I'm going to pull some knives out of my CAVOL case, which is my #1 recommended case. These things are awesome. These things are the most affordable for the highest level of quality you could ever imagine. These things are amazing. I recommend these, highly recommend these to anybody who has a good sized knife collection. Now, I will have everything linked down in the description. I'm going to transport some knives from this to a new display case I have. Now, this isn't for transporting knives like the other one. This one would be more for display. You put it on your nightstand, something like that, and you know, you can display your knives. Now, this company has many different versions of this, like some for watches and knives, some for coins. So I'll link them down in the description for you to check out. You can check out some other cases they have. Okay, so I'm inserting this in after I was done filming. I just wanted to make it clear. I filmed the whole video, and then I did not realize what they were charging for this thing until after the video when I went to link it. I could have swore it was more affordable than that. A lot of their cases on their site are. This particular one is way, way, way overpriced, and I cannot recommend it as far as for the price. If they give me a discount code, I would recommend it. You know, if it's like 30, 40 bucks, maybe. You know, like 20, 30 bucks is what I'm thinking, but they're trying to charge like 80 bucks for this. And for $80, you can get an entire Harbor Freight case that stores like 20 times the amount of this. I know this is like a display case that goes on top of your stuff, so the idea of it is different, but there's just not, the quality's not here for that price. If this thing was like solid oak or something, then yeah, I would say, yeah, it's worth that, but it's not with the quality it is. So we're going to still carry on the video and check out the knives and check out the cases and stuff. And, you know, you can check out other stuff from the company that'll be linked, you know, down in the description for you guys to check out. Like I said, they do have some stuff that's priced reasonably. This case just in particular is not. This is the one I have. So let's open up the CAVOL case, take a look at it, and then we're going to start filling the display case. This is, like I said, look at these handles. These handles are high quality handles. You can feel like the pressure releasing when you open it. It has a nice foam insert that's pre-cut, guys. This is pre-cut. You can literally take this and pull it out if you want to. That's a lot of weight, but you see how you can just take it right out? I mean, that is amazing. And then, you know, obviously store whatever you want in there, but this is what it's made for, is this guy. But these things are like super affordable. Like typically these things are well over $100, and this is well under $100. So very awesome value here. Now, right now, just so you guys know, the Knoll Knives Voodoo is available right now. I actually have, because he sells aftermarket scales. So mine originally had the beautiful brown canvas micarta. I love that micarta, some of my favorite micarta right there. And I got some of the Lava Flow fat carbon fiber that he sells, you know, to install on your knives. This is, I can't tell you how much I recommend this knife. You know, when people are asking me, you know, what's a good knife to recommend, you know, around this price range, you know, I'm always flip-flopping between a bunch of different knives. You know, there's like like 10 or so knives that, you know, I'm just like my go-to. This one would absolutely be one of the top tier ones. However, it's never available, never ever available. So I can't recommend it. Right now it's available, multiple different versions. I will link it down in the description. It has a harpoon sheep's foot blade with a deep hollow grind, titanium bolster lock, a milled titanium clip that works great, titanium backspacer. These are some of the best thumb studs you've ever seen. They work. I can't tell you how much more comfortable this triangle thumb stud is than typical thumb studs. It offers like basically like a platform for you to launch off of no matter what angle you are coming at it. Even with the reverse flick, like it's so comfortable. It just, like I said, it just allows for an amazing deployment for thumb studs. And then you also have the fuller if you'd like to reverse flick off the fuller. So awesome knife, great texturing inside the lock bar. I'm not going to go through the rest of the knives this in depth, but can't recommend the Knoll Knives Voodoo enough. Now, so you can either lay them straight up and down just like that, and then I'll show you know how that would look. That would look, you know, similar to this, you know, and we'll talk about the knives I'm setting down. Some knives want to do that though. right? So you can also tilt them if you want. Now, what's cool about doing the tilt is that you could even do massive knives like this guy. I'm not sure if these things are available. This is just a clone of a custom that's this size. This is the Fat Daddy Slash. It is one of the thickest knives I've ever seen in my life. This thing is just an absolute pry bar. But even something like this, while it can't fit straight up and down, well, you can balance it, you can tilt it. So that's just what I'm saying. You can tilt the knives to fit these spots. Now, the knives we've started out with, we have, like I said, the Knoll Knives Voodoo. And we're gonna start off with the drawer on the inside because it's the same exact way. We can do the tilt or we can hold them straight up and down. Then we have the Padre. Now, recently, KUNWU came out with a smaller version of this. Was it the Compadre? I think that's what it's called. So awesome, awesome knife. Love this one. They also have crossbar lock versions. We're gonna go straight up and down with that one. Should I go at an angle? Let me make sure that thing will close because this one is a very broad knife. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, then we have the Kaiser Mad Tanto. Damn designs. Love this Tanto. It has a drop point, Americanized Tanto with a very thin hollow grind. It has a dual grind. And even the flat grind up here is very, very slicey. Super ergonomic. This is an affordable knife, 154 cm blade steel, micarta scales. They do a great job with their micarta. Next, let's pick, the TWOSUN TS380. This to me is a phenomenal hard use knife without being, you know, like overly hard use or overly robust. It has a thick blade, but it gets down to a nice thin edge. So it's gonna slice really well with amazing ergos. You can just see these ergonomics are going to be like perfect. It's slightly contoured titanium frame lock with a beautiful carbon fiber overlay, titanium mill pocket clip that works great, full titanium back spacer, and it has really good action. And the blade is in, what is this one in? 14C 28M blade steel. Awesome knife. And like I said, the thickness of it makes it to where you can be a little tougher on it. And, you know, it can be very slicey. Next one. Oh, we got the Jerry Moen's, what was the name of this one? The tooling. The Jerry Moen's tooling. We're actually going to put this one up on top. And then we have the Jim Skelton. This is the Skelton, oh man, what is the name of this? Oh my goodness, now I can't remember the name of it. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I forget the name of it. Awesome knife though. He did such a good job on this. You know, it's funny because when I first reviewed it for the first time, I thought that this was gonna bother me. And I said, you know, it could potentially bother somebody, but I've not learned to accept it, but I've wound up coming over to it to where I actually prefer it. I love it. This is just a very comfortable spot to lock in, and you just feel like you could jam it into something. Even when you're doing utility cuts, it's like it kind of anchors you in. I really like that. And look at how smooth this thing is. Absolute guillotine, phenomenal action. This is one of my favorite, all-time favorite blade shapes to use. Great user blade shape. These come in all different types of versions now. S90V, obviously it's a bolster lock in titanium. What's the next one? Oh, I haven't shown one of these in a while. Kaiser October, and this is a, very, very smooth knife from Kaiser. It has this beautiful micro milling in the handle. And this one has M390 or 20 CV. I believe it's, yeah, 20 CV steel. Has 3 forms of deployment. Well, I guess 2. You have the fuller, but the fuller you can use down here, or you can use the hole up here. Then you have a regular flipper. Great ergonomics, great knife. I actually have 2 different versions here. So one's the satin, one's the coated. We'll keep them together. I'm not sure if they make that one anymore. Next we have the Pro Tech Mordax. I believe these are available right now in S45VN, one of my favorite USA-made knives, aluminum handles. This one's in Magna Cut, but like I said, they have the S45VN version. S45VN is great. Actually, they're gonna hold a similar edge to one another. Magna Cut and Magna Cut and S45 are very similar in edge retention. But yeah, button lock action, great knife. And then I have this little moisture pack thing right here. I think I'm just gonna lay it across the spine over there. Okay, so this one's wanting to angle a little bit on me. Oh, there it goes, never mind. Let's see here. Next, how about the Keto Knives Griffin. Keto Knives Griffin uses a compression lock with a button attached. So nice strong lockup while also allowing it to have a phenomenal detent. It has amazing action, multiple forms of deployment that you can use. They all work very well, very ergonomic, a little futuristic looking. The blade steel, I believe, is M390. Yeah, M390 blade steel, harpooned drop point blade. Love me a good harpoon. Titanium scales, reversible titanium mill pocket clip, and almost a full titanium back spacer. We'll shove that one right there. Next, you know what? Another TWOSUN. This is the TWOSUN TS376. This reminds me of like a balance between like a Recenti. You know what? Yeah, it reminds me of a Recenti. I love the Recenti. Now this is a lot, not quite a bit. It's a bit larger than the Recenti. The Recenti is a full-size knife. This is just a bit broader, just a little bit bigger, but man, what a slicey blade. This one does have D2 steel, so that's, you know, kind of the downfall, but hey man, with titanium and D2, you get these for, I don't know, a little over $100, in some cases under that. It just depends on when you get it. It has a full titanium back spacer, titanium mill pocket clip that works great, good access to the lock bar, phenomenal reverse flick, riding on ceramic caged bearings on a racetrack. They have a little washer in there that has a track on it. Great knife. Next, you know what? I'm going to show you guys something unique. I haven't showed this one in a long time. I don't think you can get it. I'm not sure. This is the Raven. It's called the Raven lock. So what happens is this is on a detent. So what happens is when you disengage it, now it's free swinging, right? But when you lock it in, now it's locked into that position. So you can position it however you want, like for better utility cuts, maybe for cutting straps or ropes or anything. And it becomes nice and fidgety when you get used to it. It does take a bit to get used to, but once you do, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm not sure if these are available or what he wound up doing with them. I know they were, I think like a pre-order thing for a while. It's been a while since I've looked into them. I kind of feel bad I don't have more information on it. But yeah, awesome knife. You know what? I'm not going to put this one in here just because it has this slip. I'm just going to put this one back. I just want to show it to you guys. Let's do, how about this? The Miguron Curix. This is my first Curix. The Curix now, I think, has a different design. They have bolster lock ones, I believe, or full titanium ones. They have a few different versions, basically, but this is one of the best front flipping knives. Yes, the front flipper's tall, so when you disengage it, you want to keep your fingers clear, but my goodness, does it have a phenomenal front flipper. I mean, it is very well jimped, great reverse flick. This reminds me of an Olamic whippersnapper, just a more budget-friendly version. M390 sheep's foot blade, took a phenomenal edge, great finger choil. Yeah, just all around, really cool knife. Then we have this one's, I can't show that one. That one's like, not discontinued, but they're not out right now because they sold out. We have the Ocaso Solstice. This is a very snappy, very slim knife. Comes in 3 or 4 different blade shapes. This one's the Warncliffe, this one's an S35 VN, and this one's the a little bit more premium version with the laser etching. This is very, very deep laser etching. It feels like it's engraved. It looks really cool, and the way it shines off of the light is really nice. These all have, every single one, I have multiples of these. They all have phenomenal detents. I will say Ocaso does a really good job with their detents. And these are made in Taiwan. Next, you know, this is one, I forget the name of this one, the Charcos. The Shieldon Charcos. This is a big knife, but I gotta give them credit. The lockup, look at the lockup. Nice, strong, solid lockup. This thing has kept going strong since I've had it. I've used it just as a beater, and surprisingly, man, this thing is as solid as it was from day one. And you know, I'm probably gonna wind up giving it to one of my cousins as a work knife, because it would be a great work knife. Yeah. The blade steel is a 10CR Damascus. I believe it's 10CR Damascus. And then it has this carbon fiber G10 combination that's extremely, extremely comfortable. These are relatively affordable knives. Then we have the Giant Mouse Jutland. I talk about this one all the time because it's a phenomenal trailing point or clip point blade. It has amazing, amazing action. These are made in Italy. This has canvas, green canvas micarta, titanium backspacer, deep carry wire clip that's reversible, good access to the lock bar. The blade steel on this one is LMAX, but there is multiple different versions. I believe there's a Magna Cut one right now that you can get. I think it's all blacked out one with black G10. Or no, sorry, I'm sorry, black micarta. Black micarta and Magna Cut. Then they also have Vanitas with burlap micarta. I do have one or two of those as well. And then we have one more spot. Let's give it to a Max Ace OTF. This is a very heavy OTF. Has a glass breaker on the back, but very high quality. Titanium mill pocket clip, zirconium overlays. They do have Damascus versions and stuff. This is not an affordable OTF. This is expensive, but it has such a clean breaking action. They did a phenomenal job with this. This one has a double-edged dagger in M390 steel, and yeah, just an awesome, awesome knife. So let's put the display cover on, and there you go. Oh, actually, this one fell over. Should I tilt them? You know, I'm gonna leave them upright. I'm gonna leave them upright. The one guy is a little tilted, but I could always move them like, no, I don't want to do that. Maybe I should replace that one. This one's not wanting to sit there as good as I'd like, so we're gonna get rid of that one and put a custom AD 20.5 from Transparent Knives. We have Magna Cut 64.5 HRC, titanium scales from Original Goat. This is basically a USA made knife now, originally Taiwan parts, but everything is made in the USA except for the lock at this point and the clip. That one is like 6 thousandths behind the edge when I first got it. So there you guys go. Now I can restock my traveling case or my storage case, because I use these for storage to store all kinds of knives. This one fits, I think, 24 knives. So I can fit 24 knives in here. I can stand on this. I can jump on this. This is durable as all hell. The handle is extremely tough and strong. I mean, this whole thing is just as solid as you can get. I'm not sure what these are for. If you guys know down in the comments what this is for, let me know. I'd love to hear. I do not know what that's for. I'm sure it's for something. But anyways, there you guys go. Work hard, stay tough. Until next time, peace.